Now is the time to enter the market, at least for me. So in this video, I want to talk about the positions that I'm looking at, which is gold, crude oil, and potentially copper. And I'll go over all of the other products analysis. So let's get started with gold and silver, I guess. So the trend is uptrend, obviously. Volatility is good. Now, is there a reason for the price to increase? And there is no reason for the price to basically move up strongly. There's no reason for the price to decrease either strongly. And are the news critical? Where there are pretty much no crazy news, right? Nothing is going on for gold for the most part. Now, my thoughts are everything looks great for a short strangle, but the price is uptrending. So I will consider a possible position, and we'll go over what I'm looking at in just a second. After we finish with all the products. Now we have copper. Copper is also uptrending, volatility is good. And is there a reason for the price to increase? The answer is yes. There's a higher demand from China that is expected, and there's a tight global supply due to multiple mines having major disruptions. This is not something new. Now there is no reason for the price to decrease, and the news are critical. So it might be a good opportunity for short puts. We'll have to check if I can get a good deal. Basically, if I can get enough credit and be far enough out of the money where I feel comfortable. So we'll have to take a look at that. Now, with crude oil, it's a very big side trend. Volatility is somewhat low, which is a problem. And there's no reason for the price to increase or decrease currently. And the news are not critical. I guess for the long term, they're expecting oversupply in 2026. But this is also not something we can obviously factor in because I'm not trading or I'm not opening trades with that many days to expiration. So it might be a good opportunity to open a position. I need to factor in the low volatility currently. And also there's an OPEC meeting on Sunday. So we'll see what they come up with. For wheat, we have a downtrend. Volatility is okay. Now there's no reason for the price to increase overall. And there is a reason for a price to decrease. It's global oversupply, and there's no mention of China buying US wheat, which is something a lot of people have been anticipating between the US and China meeting. They were anticipating China also announcing they will be buying some corn and wheat from the US, but they didn't. They only announced soybean purchases. So are the news critical? Pretty critical, yeah. Because China is a pretty big purchaser of soybean, wheat, and corn from the US. And if they're not buying wheat and corn, price might go down. And you couple it with global oversupply, then price should really go down. Now, my thoughts is there's no clear opportunity here, so I will probably stay away. And last but not least, we have soybean futures. So it's a big side trend, but price is at the top of the side trend currently. Volatility is low. It just dropped really hard on Friday, which is the day I'm making this recording. Now, is there a reason for a price to increase? The answer is yes. China agreed to buy significant quantities of US soybean, and there is no reason for the price to decrease. The news are pretty critical, but here are my thoughts. I've been around for quite a while, and I will avoid taking any positions here because a similar situation in 2017 happened where China promised to buy US soybeans after negotiations, and they ended up not doing so. They basically just bought small quantities. Therefore, there is a risk that price will fall as it is pretty overbought currently. So for me, it's kind of, if price would have been much lower, I would have definitely considered selling short puts, but volatility is low as well. So really not much to be looking at. Now let's go to the charts and take a look at gold, crude oil, and copper. If we take a look at gold, so you can see the price has been going up quite sharply. And I'm looking at a pretty big range to be able to open a position. So we'll see. It really depends on what kind of deal I can get. The day is not over yet and prices are still fluctuating. And if I will open anything, it will be the next week pretty much, or at the beginning of next week. So we'll see. But currently, if anything, I would open a really wide strangle because price can still go up or down, but probably not as much as it did throughout this massive run to the upside and then this massive drop, right? So this is one thing. For crude oil, kind of the same thing. It's been a pretty massive side trend for the most part. There's no clear direction with small up and down trends, but overall, it's a pretty big side trend. So therefore, I will also be looking it opening a short strangle most likely, but volatility is low, so we'll see if I can somehow get around it, somehow open a neutral position that does benefit from volatility expanding. So we'll see. And the last is copper, where, if anything, I will feel really safe if I can sell a put at the 4.5 level, because it's really, really far, right? And we have a lot of cushion if the price does end up going down. At the same time, if price does go down and fundamentals change, I can always exit much earlier if I need to. But overall, this is kind of the thing that I'm looking at. This is the futures market update for this week. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will catch you in the next one.